The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Western Michigan's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
The gift to the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Smashes through the tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Got his man. Turning it on. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Callaway. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Badgers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll leave it with him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be calling a hot route. It's a reverse. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Fullback got it. Plows through the defense. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the toss. There he goes. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47 and a big run there. They'll give it to him again. Makes him talk to the hand. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think of it.
Looking deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. A run for the quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go right back to him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Offense in a bunch formation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'll go to the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Rides to back on the option to give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yard. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Callaway. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Hunt is in the air. And the returner goes down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. They run the reverse. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for the marker on the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield.
Man, what a nice play in the passing game there. We were all in the car driving over here together in the snow, and we were wondering, is anybody going to be able to even complete a pass in these conditions? Well, I guess we just got our answer there. It's not easy, man. As a quarterback, the ball is slippery, and for receivers or anybody running routes, it's...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And they spike it to stop the clock. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Callaway. Under fire. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in and watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Here's a big decision for you on offense now. You just gave up a negative play. You lost some momentum down by the goal line, but do you believe your guys can go out and execute right now on 4th down to generate a touchdown? Let's find out.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Western Michigan, 19. Wisconsin, 0.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Can't get him to the ground. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw. It's Callaway. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Return goes out of bounds.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either, with this dude rushing.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, running back gets to give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. They go to the draw. Oh, better look out! That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Badgers are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Callaway. Rushes on him. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Snags it quickly on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They boot it away. He'll fair catch this one in the snow. Got to make sure that you don't let that thing squirt through. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Callaway. Right on the money. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Badger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. They get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Little touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The give as they work on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give to the tailback. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Callaway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win, move